Welcome to T-Bone's Prime Cuts, Episode 3, ladies and gentlemen. As you may have guessed by now, I'm T-Bone. Welcome to my dojo. Thank you, honey. I know I jacked that term from us. It was a love secret. I apologize. I know you'll pay me back later. Again, this week I have a few sponsors to thank first. Bull City Street Foods out of Durham, North Carolina. Harry Mons, thank you again. Fox Custom Graphics. This week I have a new sponsor. I'd like to thank Carl Taylor. Great guy, great friend of mine from Tops Kick. He donated not only a red Game Changer Daily Blend. It's a card limited to 100. Amazing card, my favorite card in the whole app. He also has donated cash to me towards my iMac purchase so that I can edit videos, provide better graphics, that sort of thing. He's tired of seeing fans up in the ceiling and all that. Thank you, Carl. Also, my wife, thank you, honey, dear. You bought me an office chair, which is going to be coming in this next week, but it's just like on the pitch, on the soccer pitch that you see in the English Premier League, where it has the race seat look to it. Amazing. I can't wait to try it out, and it should be fun. Thank you for your support. Giveaways. I'm going to do giveaways. So what's going to happen is I need subscribers. I need the more subscribers I get, the better I can get, the more money I can put into this. So at 100, right now I'm at 52 subscribers as of today. If I reach 100 subscribers, I will donate a silver Game Changer to a random person. So I'll do a random draw of those 100 subscribers. One of you is going to win a 50 count Game Changer on the Tops Kick app. Once it reaches 250 subscribers, boom, you're going to get this alternate cover of Spider-Gwen, which is a fairly new series or whatever, and I don't know if you can see the price tag on there, but I paid a pretty decent amount for it, and that's at 250 subscribers, period. That's going to be sent out randomly to one of you guys, and then I'm going to put a challenge out there. If by next week we can get 1,000 subscribers, push it out, all you fans, boom, 1,000 subscribers by next week, you get a Marcus Mariota autographed miniature duck helmet, authenticity from Fanatics. It's legit, and it's a great piece to my collection, and I'll share it. If you guys are able to get 1,000, I don't think you can, so I'm putting it out there. I don't think you can. If you can get those 1,000 subscribers, one of you guys is going to get that helmet, and it's going to be awesome, and it'll be an honor and a privilege to give that away because of the hard work. It's going to take a lot of work to get that many people. Again, by next week, next Wednesday. Let me put it that way. Close of business Wednesday. So with that being said, I need subscribers on Twitter. My Twitter is at TBone. I cannot follow any more sports people because I'm at my max limit. I need some subscribers. Hook me up, hit me up, add me, please. And I'll thank you for that ahead of time. All right, so dun, 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 dun. Swing and miss section. My swing and miss section for this week, I called Jordan Reed a bust for fantasy football. He ended up going for 63 yards and a touchdown. He also had quite a few looks. He was very busy in that offense. I knew he would be. Like I said, he's got great athletic skills. I didn't have confidence on the other side of that connection in the quarterback, but they made it work. They made it happen, and so he was my bust. Also, I said Giants tight end Donnell was a player to play. He scored 2 points. He stunk it up. And he's a jerk. So anyway, he made me look bad. I made myself look bad. I should have done more research. So let's recap last week's Lock 'em Up picks. Now remember, I picked big games. I haven't been picking anything easy. I picked against my Oregon team. I picked Michigan State, and guess what happened? Boom, Michigan State took it. I'm not picking easy games. I'm not going to be perfect throughout the year, but I'm going to be honest with you and give you that's as much as I can say. I'm going to give you an honest assessment of what I think is going to happen. So last week I picked Michigan State. Boom, they won. I picked Packers. Boom, they won. Not hard, right? I told you not to trust Cutler. He proved me right. Boom, a key interception. Okay, I picked Man City for BPL or EPL in English Premier League. Boom, he took it. Man City took it, and then Wolfsburg and Seattle both tied. So my win, loss, and draws so far: 3 wins, no losses, 2 draws. Not a bad start at all. So from now on, I'm going to pick 3 total picks from college with a lock 'em up pick of the week. But still 3 total, and then the NFL as well. So with pro football, my lock it up pick of the week. Here we go. Hopefully good graphics to come with this week's picks. But my lock it up pick of the week, Kansas City Chiefs. I live in Denver. Peyton Manning's arm is shot. He is the most cerebral quarterback in the NFL, but you still have to have the physical skills. He cannot throw it deep out, period. I'm telling you right now, they're going into Kansas City, and they're going to get that ass whooped. That's right. They're going to get that ass whooped. So lock it up, pick. Lock it up. Kansas City Chiefs. My 2 bonus picks for this week are Bengals over Chargers. Now, look, I don't pick the Bengals. I didn't pick the Bengals last week in my dang spread league, and it cost me. I don't like picking the Bengals ever. They have more motivation to beat the Chargers than any other team right now because they knocked them out of the playoffs after beating them in week 17 a couple of years back. They have nothing but motivation for this game. It's at home. If they can't do it, that's it. That's it with them. But anyway, I'm picking Bengals over Chargers and Green Bay over Seattle. Green Bay, like I told you all along, they are my Super Bowl pick. Seattle, they have some kind of hangover. I don't know if it's the Marshawn Lynch, the Cam Chancellor thing. There's a hangover going on in Seattle. It's just not pretty. It's not pretty. So Green Bay over Seattle. Now, my college lock it up pick. Remember, I don't pick anything easy. Notre Dame over Georgia Tech. Taking it. Notre Dame, lock it up. My 2 bonus picks, Auburn over LSU. Everyone wants LSU. I know one of my fans sent me a question about this. I was going to cover it here anyway. I picked Auburn to be in the national championship game. So they better beat LSU, right? So I'm sticking to my guns. Auburn over LSU. And yes, Lou, I believe it was. I think Auburn did look ahead to this LSU matchup, and now it's here. So now they can prove their worth. My other pick for you, BYU on the road over UCLA. Those are my picks. We'll see how we go throughout the year. Again, I'm just giving you my best honest assessment of picks. I hold no liability when you put a bunch of money down. But if you would have put money down last week, you'd have won a little something. Anyway, my British Premier League pick of the week, I'm taking Bournemouth over Sunderland. I'm taking the Cherries. I think Sunderland's headed down for the count. So they're going to get relegated this year, and I like the Cherries. They're scrappy. I know they're up and down, but I really like the Cherries. So they're going to take it. I don't even know how to say this. In Bundesliga, I'm taking Schlanke over Stuttgart. And I know I said their name wrong, but they've got some quality players. I watched them this weekend, and I really think they're going to take Stuttgart. And then for MLS, I'm going to take Columbus Crew over the DC United, and that's a no-brainer pick in my eyes. So that's my lock it up picks, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that. My fantasy football picks. So last week, my stardom team beat my situm team with basic scoring, no bonuses, anything like that, 58-50. So they beat them by a touchdown. Not too bad. I will try for double digits this week. So my stardom for NFL fantasy football, QB, Andrew Luck, running back, Eddie Lacy, wide receiver, Antonio Brown, tight end, Dwayne Allen, defense, go with the Saints. I think Winston loves to throw the interception, and then the kicker, Parkey, for Philly. Sit Peyton. I called it, right? I said they're going to get destroyed. I don't think he can throw the ball. And I think they're going to run into a buzzsaw in Kansas City. Running back, sit Sankey. Wide receiver, sit James Jones. He came out of nowhere. My pick was the other kid last week for Green Bay. I had no idea James Jones was going to come out and light it up. This week it won't be the same thing. He's still got to get acclimated back to that offense, and it's just not going to happen for him this week. Tight end, sit Braun. And defense, sit the Jets. And then kicker again, sit Dan Carpenter. I'm not real high on him at all. Now, before I geek out, there's a new segment yet again. I'm adding another segment to the show. It's called the WTF of the week. Boom. Graphics. What's up? All right, so my WTF of the week is Olivier Giroud, okay, of Arsenal, getting 2 yellow cards in the Champions League group play for dissension. For dissension. He's arguing with the ref. That's what it comes down to. It's awful. Awful. Olivier Giroud. Dude. What are you thinking? Seriously, are you trying to get your manager fired? And here's the thing. There's really no excuse for this. The day prior, both Manchester City and Manchester United lost in the Champions League. So what did Arsenal have to do? Arsenal had to represent, right? They had to represent not only Arsenal, but EPL. They had to step up, and they didn't. He did the complete opposite. I don't think he has the mentality for the game. He's trying to get his manager fired, and he made his team look like shit. And that's my WTF of the week. Okay, I get a little passionate about the WTF because I looked at that. I watched it live. He's an idiot. Grow up. Okay, with that being said, let's see here. This week, I'm going to review, it's Geek time, ladies. Boom. Madden 16. All right, so with Madden 16, I got the deluxe edition over there, okay? And in that, they gave you a little redeem code thing there, and you get packs. You get 36 Pro Packs. I think it's like 3 a week, which is pretty cool because I don't like to spend money on games like that where I'm buying packs to try to build up my Madden Ultimate Team, which is a great feature of the game. So I think an extra $10 at the beginning for the game, and then you get 36 packs. I think that's pretty good. Also, they give you a 15% coupon at NFL.com. Nothing like merchandising, right? Now, as far as the gameplay itself, I'm just going to tell you straight up my overall rating is 4 pork chops out of a possible 5. I think it's a great game. Its replay factor is amazing. I have fun playing Danny Mahoy online all the time. The one drawback to the game that I find is on the passing. When you have a guy, and I don't know how it is, but it's something with the camera zoom that's totally different. It benefits the receiving team versus the defense because you lose a little bit of peripheral vision and you have to kind of focus in because it's a completely different angle. That's the one thing I would take out. The other things, the stadiums, the constant updating of the players and their facial movements and their touchdown celebration, it's awesome. It's good. It's Madden, right? But it could have been a little bit better. That's why it only gets 4 pork chops. Hey, you're going to have to come out with something outstanding to get 5 pork chops. That's a lot of pork chops. That's a good meal right there. So until that happens, I'll let you know when it does. There's a lot of games coming out this fall. As soon as they come out, I'll review them. And if they end up being excellent and they get the 5 pork chop rating, you know that that's a must buy. So with that, the last part of my segment, again, this week's questions. I got Lou from Tucson, Arizona. It's a UFC question. Will Cyborg versus Ronda Rousey ever happen before it ends up like Pacquiao and Mayweather? That's a good question. I'm a big UFC fan, Lou. You know that. We've talked about it over the years. Here's the thing with that question. Do I even want Cyborg to fight Ronda Rousey? Me personally. I have to figure that out first because to me, Cyborg's a bit of... I look at Cyborg, I think she's a dude. No joke. And I don't mean it in a disparaging way where, oh my God, why are you ragging on the way she looks? She can't control the way she looks. I honestly believe she's used performing enhancing drugs before. I can't prove it. It's just opinion. But just looking at her body style, look at Ronda Rousey. Ronda, she comes in, she's kind of yoked out, she's cut up for the weigh-ins or whatever, but she still has that little bit of feminine look to her. If you look at her arms, there's still a little bit of that, what we call lady fat in her arms. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a natural womanly look. It's great. But she looks like a woman. Cyborg doesn't. I don't know that I want that fight to ever happen. What is it going to prove, honestly, if Cyborg fights Ronda Rousey? If Ronda beats her ass, then, okay, great. What did it really prove, though? Nothing. I don't think that fight matters to me as much as I think this next fight that she has is going to matter more. And Ronda better not look past this fight she's got coming up because if she does, could be trouble. My second question and last question this week. I need questions, guys. Send me questions. T-Bone's Prime Cuts, something like that. Anyway, gmail.com. It's on my YouTube. Please send me questions and I'll get them answered for you. Mr. Chubbuck from Redneck Nation. I don't even know. Chubbuck. Stuff. Anyway, he says, do I agree that Rooney looks like Shrek? All right, here we go. I just talked about a lady, and now you want me to talk about some dude in the way whether he looks like Shrek. Well, first of all, thanks for the meaningful question, okay? Second of all, yeah, he looks a bit like Shrek. I can't deny it. But he can score goals, and that's all that matters. So please, get me questions, get me followers. I got giveaways. I've got all kinds of things in the works that I'm trying to do for you guys. I'm going to try to get some UFC fighters to answer some questions for you. It's going to take me some time, but I'm working on it. So be patient with me. I'll be patient with you. Let's grow together. Let's have a good time, and let's call it a day. With that, T-Bone out.